people don't know. Like that's why I try to tell these young fighters, like it's a difference when you sitting in the back and you waiting for your fight and the crowd cheering and you feel the ground rumbling, you feel the ground shaking. That shit's different.
It's different, right?
Hell yeah.
And the shit about boxers is like, you think you poor, you think you grew up hungry, and when you look at the guy you fighting, that nigga might be from Yugoslavia. He ate rocks and shit,
Yeah,
running
yeah,
up, running
yeah,
up. When you see their story, you know how they put your story when you grew up, and they be
yeah,
like, yo, his pops wasn't there, he had a hard time. Then they show a nigga who eat rocks, running up
yeah,
mountains, talking about, bro, that motherfucker ain't eat a fucking orange in a month. You looking at that like, yo, this nigga hungry. I got to put this
right.
boy away right now.
Yeah, that should be serious. No, it's just different, man. It's totally different, bro. We
And
we we, we I think we don't get enough credit, man, as boxers. The type of work we gotta go through and the type of shit we do, we don't get enough credit. And nobody will never understand us until they get in that square circle and they experience what we go through. So that's why I don't even really argue with people over it.
yeah, because you get a lot of criticism. Even the people that love you, you're in a weird position. Like you figured out the you're a boxing troll, and and Floyd too. Floyd the King, he invented it.
Yeah,
Actually, Muhammad Ali invented it.
invented it.
And
Yeah,
rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. But you
facts.
know how to make niggas tune in and niggas spend their 59.99 on the pay-per-view
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
know how to get the shit going. So motherfuckers there to see you get knocked out. Motherfuckers is there like, nah, fuck with AB. Nah. You know what I'm saying? On this album, you got Meek Mill and Rick Ross on the record with you.
yeah. It's dope. It's a dope record.
You know how hard it is to get Meek Mill and Rick Ross on the record? How did that come about?
I did some AB shit. It was crazy. I hit Ross. I hit Meek. Made it happen, man. I didn't think I can do it, but I did it. It's one of my favorite records on the album, actually.
Yeah, I like it a lot too, man. I don't think you would go wrong with Meek. You would go wrong with Meek and Ross on the same joint, B. I was really impressed. So when I'm listening to it, my daughter like, yo, why you listening to that album, Dad? I said, yo, because I promised AB I'm gonna listen to this album. And
Right.
then I told her, I was like, the joint come on with Meek Mill and Ross. I said, yo, you got Meek Mill and Ross on this shit right here. Like, let's respect what's going on in this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I remember a while back, it's crazy because I'm writing my book, and
Right.
and I got a chapter in my book. It's called Suicidal Thoughts,
Yeah.
and I talk, and I leave it for the book. But I remember the one time you was talking like, you may check out on us. What 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 would bring you to that? To where you get to that point where you saying, um, yo, I want to end it all. Like,
Cause you got to think like you probably experienced it. You know, when you wake up every day, right, and you make sure 50, 60 people is straight. You make sure everybody good. Everybody good. Everybody come to you with their problems, but you can't go to nobody. Like, don't nobody call you to ask you if you need a water, but you still make sure everybody's straight. Like that's some fucked up shit. I was going through that for so long. It was just like, man, what the fuck, man? Like, but then I I was thinking like, man, if I do this, it'll be selfish because I got kids that, I got kids. They don't deserve that. So, you know what I mean? That changed everything. But it was that was a crazy time in my life though. It was a
So
crazy time.
you was seriously thinking about it? Like you was it serious or
I
was
don't
it like
think I would have went, but it was like it was basically like how would everybody feel if I wasn't here? What would everybody do if I wasn't here?
well, your people would be suffering and the people who truly love you and your kids and your family, but they would throw you one hell of a party and they would be at the club that night. And that's just the way it is. It goes for you, for Fat Joe, for everybody else. The world keeps moving, and no matter who the fuck we are, think about Mike Jackson. Mike Jackson
Right,
died. Whitney Houston. We celebrated for like 4 days. We cried. Then it was over. We moved on. And
right,
and the people you will affect the most would be your kids, would be
yeah,
your family. You know, it's sad, but we all have, well, the good ones, or I will call it dumb ones, meaning you and me, right? So I hear where you're coming from because I'm the same exact way. So I'll call you dumb and me dumb, right?
see,
But listen,
uh,
we, we,
like
we
it's on this album. It's a track that you probably didn't pay attention to, but that how I'm living, that was them.
that was that time.
Yeah, that was
All
it.
right, I'm gonna go
Uh,
back to that as soon as I finish this. But my thing is, we come from the hood and we got this thing called survivor's guilt.
yes,
And we feel bad because, you know, the lady next door, she used to feed us. So they'll call us and be like, yo, she broke her hip. Do you got 20 stacks?
right.
Yo, homeboy is locked up. Could you bail him out for 20 or pay for his lawyer? Yo, my rent, they gonna throw me out my house. I'm packed forth. Like all this shit come with being that guy. I've been I've been doing this 25 years, AB. So the
Right.
type of shit that I might have gave away more money than I actually have right now. In fact, I gave away more money than I have right now in my bank account um, to people who just, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you're saying, but at some point, right, you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to figure out, tighten your circle, and be like, this is that. Because at the end of the day, they be the same people that when you tell them you ain't got it, they say you ain't shit, you ain't never did nothing for them, you never looked out, you never helped nobody. I mean, I'm saying even family is whack. Like,
Right.
so, you know, somebody said only for the family. We don't pick our family. Sometimes we got some fuck niggas in our family. It's real
Right.
talk. And we try to
Right.
make excuses for them. And you go, yo, bro, you know, so for me, it took a long time for me to tighten my circle. So now when you see me, I don't know what they say in the hood now, but they might say, oh, Joey Whack, he fucked up. Look at him, he be by himself. He don't be with a bunch of, fuck that. I don't need to spend $5,000 at dinner for 30 dudes every day, 10,000 in bottles. Because at the end of the day, you're right. If you broke and you fucked up, ain't nobody bringing you a glass of water.
For sure. But but I seen that and I was still at the top, but it was just like I can't keep going. I can't keep doing this. It's over with. That's why I cut everything down. Now you feel me? I cut all the numbers down. It was one year. They told me I spent I spent like almost $1 million on plane tickets, man.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Like
I spent like 3, 4 million on a private one year. Biggest mistake I ever made in my life. Me and DJ Envy was talking yesterday. My brother, I love him. We talked privately. and we was talking because he liked the ball, I like the ball, we like the Cullinans, we like the jury, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so he asked me, what was the dumbest shit you did? And I said, the dumbest shit I ever did was get addicted to flying private. So lean back, number one, we getting wild money. I'm taking the plane for if DJ Buck, if I gotta go do the radio station Connecticut, I'm in New York. I take the plane to Connecticut. This shit ain't but a 40-minute drive. Like,
Right.
so it was disgusting the shit I was doing. Like, you know, when you broke and you get some M's and you feel like it can never run out. So I would be like, yo, I want some Spanish food, some Puerto Rican food. All right, let's go to
Right.
Puerto Rico. We go to Puerto
Right.
Rico, we eat some shit, we fly back. Like, you know, we did too much. We did too much, but it was the dumbest way. It was the dumbest way.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I had a chance to do it all over and do it, I wouldn't change nothing.
So you would still pay for 100 dudes to walk around with you,
Listen
pay for
though.
your
Listen
hotel
why I
room,
say this.
LA fucking.
Listen why I say this though.
Hmm.
Because I wouldn't know how to deal with it now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, explain that to me.
What I'm saying is like I'm glad I went through that then. So now I deal with it different now. Like when I got older and I seen like, nah, you tripping. You gotta stop that. I was able to stop it and understand it. So I'm glad I went through it because that shit that was some of the best
Don't knock
best
your foot.
years of my life. That
No,
was some
no,
of
of course it's
the,
all. I mean, you tricking on fun, and you got people you comfortable with around you. But at the end of the day, they ain't got your best interest. And number two is, man, I wish I could get that money back. Man, I wish I would have never hung out with them 100 dudes. Man, I wish I wouldn't have bought them 30 dudes trucks in the Bronx. Man, I wish I would have been in a tight little small circle. You
I'm
know,
gonna
it's
tell
not
you
other.
I'm gonna tell you what saved me too, and what still got me out here balling and doing whatever the fuck I want. It's one guy who was in my corner and saved me. Al Heyman.
Now, Heyman, right?
Yeah, yeah. Without him, I would have been dead and broke a long time ago, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy from what I hear from people. You know, he's a real good guy.
He closest thing to God I ever seen.
Let me tell you something, AB. I got a boy, he's a jeweler, right? And he tell me he went to a Pacquiao fight. So Pacquiao bought like 4 watches from him and told him you'll get paid after the fight.
Yeah.
He said he went up there to his hotel room and waited on a line of people, and Pacquiao was sitting after a fight with his wife, with everybody walking up to him and him writing checks. Yo, I need 10,000. You promised me. It's a line of people. By the time the jeweler got up there, he told me he felt bad taking the money for the jury because he was like, yo, this shit. I mean, have you ever seen that before? You dealt with that?
No, I don't deal with that. I'm a straight gangster. See, what I do, the way I do it, everybody work. They work. Everybody that I pay, I make them work. I don't give a fuck if it's just come to camp with me and you work out with me every day. You gonna work out with me every day, and I got a big check for you. But I don't care about the money because if I don't give it to you, I got to give it to the IRS anyway. So I might as well take it off my taxes and give it to you. So, but you gonna come and do something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do. That's how I do it.
That's tough, man. That's tough. And like you, like, So I be seeing, I'm not trying to get messy here. You can stop me in 1 second, but I be seeing like people be trying to sue you for all type of money and shit, jewelers and all that. Like, so, like, like, what's that about? So, say you get a fight and you getting 3 million a fight, and you owe a jeweler $1 million, you owe somebody, everybody waiting for the money before you even got the fight.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Just like that. Fuck them. And guess what? When I go to them again, they gonna give me some more shit.
They got love for AB like that. They gonna give you some shit.
Man, my bad, bro.
Damn, man, yeah, AB, you crazy. That's why Al Heyman, he protects you, man. He protects you everywhere, man.
Everywhere I go. Nah, I fucks with a couple of jewelers, man. One of my jewelers, man, he's fighting a murder right now. I'm mad as fuck. I gotta go to him. I know he gonna give me some shit for the cheap now.
He fighting a murder?
Yeah, man. I hope he alright though, man. Aviani, man. Joe, man. My man, man.
Oh man, I heard about that. He fighting like attempt murder, some shit.
Yeah, man. I pray he be alright, man. I love that dude, man. Like, he's not just a jeweler to me. Like, he's like family, man. He not for real. He really is like family though. Like,
He's a good guy.
hell yeah. I don't wish jail on nobody, especially not him.
That's a fact. We always said in the hood, we don't wish that on our worst enemy. You
For
know,
sure.
I don't even believe in jail. Like, I'll tell you the truth. I believe in eye for an eye. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, God molest little kids, he should die.
Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah,
you know, a nigga robbed me, I
yeah,
see you when I see you. With you know, that's my shit. My shit ain't about you. I don't even know, like, in no reference to what's going on here with justice for George Floyd or whatever like that. But my thing, I mean, with that, that's a different type of thing. You know, we're fighting for rights and all that. But other than something like that, um, I don't think it's justice. Like, if somebody did something to me, and I think they they going to jail for it, and you know, when you watch the news, they be like, I just want somebody to go to jail for what happened, this and this, and I don't see it like I want to hurt that guy.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, for
that's
sure.
me. I may be crazy or whatever the case may be,
Listen,
but
man,
I have,
I was
I have,
I listen. I want to give a shout out to one of my OGs, man, Jay Prince, man, and he told me this a long time ago. He said, if a person, you know, if a person feel like he it's cool to disrespect you, then you got the right to go to the furthest power that you want to go. You know, shouldn't no man disrespect another man. So
I
that's
don't
just
even believe in, like, if a friend of mine swing on me, he was never my friend. So I would
my
never pick
brother
up
the
my
same
hands
way.
for my friend.
My big brother the same way.
Your
He's the
big brother the
exact
same way?
exact
Yeah,
same
I
way.
would never pick up my hands for my friend, no matter how mad they got me. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Because the minute,
exactly the same way, bro.
because I know if I put my hands on you, I don't give a fuck about you. And if you put your hands on me, that's we done. Like, they it
Yeah. He
is
he he exactly the same way, man. I swear to God, exactly the same way. He won't do it. He said he just said, if you put your hands on me, you don't care about me. I can't be walking around with a broke jaw, but you my brother.
now you can't do it. Can't do it. You can't. I never saw that. I never liked friends fighting and all. I'm not with that shit. And I remember one time uh I had to fight a guy, right? I
Yeah.
didn't have to, but this guy, I don't know if I should talk about it like that, but Well, I had to fight a guy. Let me say it so that they don't even understand. Somebody from the hood, you know, I, you know, I had knocked him out, and you know, this guy was a dangerous guy. So everybody was like, "Oh shit!" So now even, and I was Fat Joe the rapper, so it was like, "All right, so this guy either gonna kill Joe Crack or Joe Crack in the street, whatever." It was something like that. So they said, "Yo, go fight him 1-on-1." So I said, "Fuck it, I'll go fight him." But the dude, like, he cocked Diesel. He in excellent shape. I'm Fat Joe. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So when I went, I seen a lot of guys that never liked me that was there waiting to see the fight.
Yeah.
And then I seen a friend of mine, and when I got there, he came up to me and said, "Yo, you know you ain't got to do this. You know you ain't supposed to be doing this shit. Like, you know, this shit is whack." And he was cool with the other guy too. He was like, yo, Joe, I'm out. I'm not with this shit. I came here to tell you, you ain't got to do this. Like, fuck that. You know, can you imagine Fat Joe would have got his ass whipped, you know,
Right.
in front of everybody? He's like, yo, fuck that. Yo, Raul was there. So, and long story short, I went in there, I pounded him out, legendary, beat him to a pulp, you know, fucked him up in front of all the haters. But the point was, I never forgot my friend who tried to talk me out of it and told me, like, yo, my brother, I'm not here for this. Like, you ain't got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real friend who will try to intervene and be like, you know, chill.